Ladies and gentlemen, so I felt it, you felt it, we've all felt it, where it feels like Bungie has limited our ability to create better builds. And I'd like to go back to the moment where we remember the Witch Queen and Forsaken, and even go as far back as when we were introduced to the crafting and what was it, Osiris, the terrible season. But I digress. It seems like Bungie has constricted our play style to it's like a soft it's like a softer sun setting. But what I'd like to let you know is that this is how you survive the soft sunset. This is how you get over it, and this is how you fight back against that. There are a lot of things that we have already that are still good. So, example here, we have the Fair Judgment. Fair Judgment's a weapon that you can get out of the kiosk. It can be tiered up to tier 3. It's an okay, for me, it's a really good weapon. Now, the only weapon that kind of supersedes it, that's in this new thing, just came out, would be the Seraphine Haze with better perks on it. The one with the crystalline things that come about it. But you get what I'm saying. Again, until I get the roll that I want on it, I'm going to keep using the Fair Judgment. Now, if we're utilizing the 75% rule, which is located on the channel, we can overcome Bungie's restrictions. Now, there's some avant-garde things there. There's some things with the overall portal. If we look into the portal, we go into the contest mode. We know that these things have the avant-garde type. You are restricted to only using the new stuff. So what we are looking for are things that are similar but better. They may not have come out yet, but for now, still use what you want. There aren't many things that you really don't need to go in here and finish these right away. They've updated them. You can do like one a day and all that jazz. It's cool. They're repeatable, I think once a week. You're going to get completion rewards and all that. But your build, your overall build, the things that you're going to have fun with, the things that are going to put you back into the game, utilize what you want. We have a whole vault. We have a whole vault of things that we don't use anymore. And that is, I wouldn't even say it was for, it's for a tricked mindset that Bungie has given us, that you have to you can't use what you want to. There's kind of a replacement for everything that's coming out. We're in that stage now where there's a lot of things coming out, and there's a lot of things that you could be going after, a lot of things that you could be missing, a lot of things that you overall aren't really paying attention to yet. But understand this, like Hypernet Current. We've had the shoreline dissonance for quite some time. Now, if you've deleted a bunch of them, haven't gotten some, maybe you've missed the drop at Zavala this week where he has a shoreline dissonance for sale over there. You got to understand that the more stuff that comes in, the more stuff that goes out, and it's going to be harder to get. So, as we're doing things now, we're trying to prevent ourselves from FOMOing ourselves later. Because when we go into focused activities, right now, Unfall, Drang, Mida, Mini Tool, Macro Tool, all those, they're going to be featured, they're going to be focused, and everything else goes to a lower drop chance. If you were trying to get like a pre-Astix right now, like a replacement for that, I don't see pre-Astix out here because we're in the season of Reclaim, which is focused on the Drang, the Mida Mini Tool, the Mida Micro Tool. Now, if you're watching this video later and the pre-Astix has come up, or if the Shoreline Distance is coming out there more, you're going to start seeing older pieces of gear become more coveted. And that's where we're in a transitional period between the game going from forever weapons to weapons that you will potentially have fun with like later down the road. If we're stretching this out, we're looking at the long term. Bungie's looking at the long term. They're playing a different game than we are. They're playing a game 6 months out from now. We're playing a game in the moment. They're thinking about after Renegades. We're thinking before Renegades. This is what I got to get. So Again, everybody wants that tier 5 loot, tier 4 loot. We know in Renegades that they're going to come out with a system to upgrade your weapons from tier 1 to tier 5. Everyone's going to have a chance to get at it, whether you're guarding rank 4, 9, 5. All that stuff could be subject to change. I'm no mind reader on how this thing's going to get put out, but it is probably going to be gated in some way if you can only make it a tier 2 to a tier 3, a tier 3 to a tier 4 to a tier 5. That is how I can see Bungie gating it off. Or if you go from 1 to 5, it's going to cost an insane amount of materials. We're talking enhancement cores, we're talking probably exotic ciphers, we're talking all sorts of shenanigans, because it's another roadblock that Bungie has is going to put in our way in order to separate the masses. First, they focused on Guardian ranks to separate us. Guardian ranks and tied to power level tied to level cap tied to tiered loot. It's a chain reaction of gating. Now, again, I'm using fair judgment, and I'm talking about in general for your builds in the world. There isn't anything out here besides like cutting edge. Cutting edge will limit you. But outside of that, you're not limited here. There's no Advent Guard there. There's no Advent Guard in Fireteam Finder. There's no Advent Guard in these solo builds. You get what I'm saying? You're not limited there, but when you want to move to the upper echelon, when you want to move to the next point, then you're going to be a little gated. And that's doing stuff. That's doing stuff here in order to get a title. That's doing stuff here in order to get the Guardian rank up. That's in order for you to move along in your journey. In your journey, you will need to do those things. But once you've reached that level at your journey, you can move past it and put those things behind us. And then I can go back to using the fair judgment, the Dragon's Breath. Dragon's Breath is doing really good. What would replace the Dragon's Breath? As of right now, there's nothing yet. But between now and Renegades, there's no telling what different types of things, because right now we're in a season of transition of we're in between stasis and strand weapons, and we're in a period of healing. Everything heals you. This will heal you. Weapon final blows heal you. The luxurious set, it heals you. The Iron Banner set, when your shields break, it heals you. It's all like a cover up for what they are potentially doing to healing in the future, because they've got to feel that solar is going to be bad. But again, in order to overcome the sunsetting, what you have to do is you first have to build from what you own and use it. Stop leaving these items in the vault. These can be used in PvP. These can be used in PvE. The Smite of Moraine has always been good. The what's that hand cannon? There's a hand cannon, Zalui's Bane. It's been good. The Taraxipos has been good too. I don't see anybody out there using conditional finality. I mean, I'm using conditional finality because it's a good weapon. Why not? You grind it for it, now use it. We don't have to keep trying to make just the prudent work. Giver's Blessing has been power crept by the something blitz, the ever glazing blitz or whatever it does. And I don't know, no one's using Riventail. And Mint Retrograde is so good it got it got an exotic glow up. Don't be hindered by what the blue dot says. You're only hindering yourself when you're not thinking outside the box. You need something that's going to cover Unstoppables. You need something that's going to cover Overload. Because we already know Mint Retrograde, Outbreak Perfected, Bad Juju, Mida Mini Tool, Mida Multi Tool, even last Thursday. All these weapons that I'm naming here are good anti-barrier weapons. And we even have the Last Wish bow, Queensbreaker, not Queensbreaker, I forget what it's called, and it literally evades me right now. Wish Keeper, the Wish Ender, Wish Keeper, Wish Ender. We have the Wish Keeper too. Wish Keeper's a good one too, but all in all, but the Wish Keeper's focused, featured. But again, there are things to circumvent this, and this, and this. They're already out there. Anyone who's using the Devil's Rune, they got Unstoppable Champion mod perks all day. Anyone who's out there using the Wish Ender got anti-barrier all day. And then you make up for that gap where you need it to be. Armor will be new. The weapons can be old. Go in your vault, pick something out, go with what you were good with, get into your crafted gear, go back into the exotics that you used to love. Hawkmoon now works with Lucky Pants. I've been saying this for a very long time. If you check out the channel, there's videos way back to where I'm telling you Lucky Pants just ain't the business. Lucky Pants got some time. Anyway, people don't like it when you bash Lucky Pants. But if we go into a more familiar combo, Forerunner with the BRX battle rifle, we now have anti-barrier, and then we have an unstoppable. So again, you have to go back to what you know and stop focusing on what is now, because what is now isn't great, but you would know how to replace it later. This is how we're going to future proof the sunsetting. We're not going to get caught off guard again by it. We're going to prepare for it. We had to get what we get now, because that's the FOMO. That's the real FOMO that they're not telling you, is that things come in, things go out. So when people didn't get the Finuccia Farah hand cannon shotgun and then they brought it back, everyone was like, now I can get the tier 5 version of it. Again, with them saying that they're going to make things upgradable in the future, you will need a tier 5 version of it. But again, I digress. There are things that you worked hard to get. You use them. Use the guns that you farmed already for. Hopefully that you found some light in this video, and a way to just be like, you know what? F it, you know what I mean? I'm going to go and use my Luna's Howl. I'm going to use my Midnight Coupe. I'm going to go and take out my Sigourney's Tail, and I'm going to pull out the what's that sniper rifle called? The Cloud Strike once again, and use Cloud Strike with Bolt Charger and put those two things together. The LC's Brave Rifle with a Void build. Get back to the roots, and let's leave this new gear like alone if you just ain't vibing with it. Use the 75% rule. Go ahead and check it out on the channel. Get in where you fit in. Maybe I'll put the Discord in the bottom. Maybe I'll forget. Who knows? Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.